Sanibonani makhaya intomkazi yenu uSimphiwe Samekile Mthetha, and this is the Gareth Cliff Show. If you're hearing my voice, that means Gareth Cliff is still not in the country. He's not in the building. He's living his best life somewhere out there. But don't worry, because I'm not alone. I have the funny, the incredible, my homie, the one and only Mark.
What up, Simphiwe? So good to be here, man.
Are you good, homie?
Highly blessed and highly favored at all times. It's so cool to be in this building because, you know, I've been watching it on social media and all this, and it feels like I'm on the set of a movie right now. You know, your favorite movie you've been watching, then they're like, come to the studio. You're like, oh, me? Really?
Okay.
So it feels good to be up in this house. Luxurious.
Okay, so you're saying it's good to be an A-lister for the first time?
For the first time, you know,
All right.
I've been chilling on the D-list, but I've obviously worked my way up, yo. A-list, I've made it.
All right. It is a Friday, ladies and gentlemen, and don't worry, Gareth Cliff will be back sometime. One day, someday, we might not know.
We might
when.
just take over. This might be the land right now.
You know what
We're
I
taking
mean.
the land right now as we speak. You know
You know what I mean?
But it will be.
We're gonna supply you guys with some good vibes, some wholesome conversations, and hopefully there's no issues. You know what I mean? Before we started the show, Mark and I were doing a bit of a throwback. We're singing to some old tunes here. You know, we're like, baby, you're my daddy. You're my number one, baby. Which got me like thinking, you know, of like, shucks, there are things that have happened, né? Back in the day that I feel like if you know these things, you should be married by now.
Okay.
Like
Let's see. If I should be married.
Yeah, like I'm really telling you guys, if you know these ads or you remember these things and you're not married, what's wrong with you? That's what I'm saying.
Where do we start?
No, we start
with these questions.
No. We start with do you remember the ads where you had to SMS love?
Yes, 36664. What was it? SMS love to 36664.
If you are still single, that means you did not SMS love, and I feel so sorry for you.
You didn't have airtime. You didn't have data.
But talking about airtime, back in the day, there was payphones. Remember those things?
Payphones. You know, you don't even see them around anymore. Like,
I know,
we should have those things that London has where people still take pictures in photo booths, red photo booths. I mean, it's not as aesthetic, but for the nostalgia effect, bro, let me just put my telecom card in there. And take a picture.
Yeah, bro. Like back in the days, 5 rand would get you an hour chat.
Yo, we actually need that. Like, there are so many moments in life where your battery dies and you need to get in contact with somebody. That would be so ideal. The only problem is we don't know people's numbers anymore.
Yeah, that's the issue. But we used to have the yellow pages. I remember I used to get that and go through and be like, oh, I need to talk to Mark. Mark Mdluli.
There's Mark Davids. Mark, it was like, hey, I need the M's. And then that's where all the black marks come. So it's only me. Mark Mdluli, got him.
Yeah, and then the originator of Netflix and chill, Mr. Video.
Oh, yes, Mr. Video. All my favorite karate movies I got from Mr. Video. Yeah, Friday.
Some babies were made to Mr. Video movies. Just saying. The originator.
On this note, I don't know if it's part of your thing, but just because you mentioned videotapes, VHS, cassette tapes as well. You know, you remember you also used to be able to rewind them. There's no pause and play, but get your pen, twist it up, and then you can get the song that you want. Cassette tapes, I remember too.
Yeah, I do have like 2 more throwbacks, and if you remember these, and
so far I'm on it. I'm getting married right now, yo. Where's my wife? Where's my wife? Because I've been killing these. I remember all of this.
Jack Mabaso.
Oh, of course, with the glove. Dog.
Yeah, as my grandma said, I'm a bedroom eyes.
Jack Mabaso. There's no way you can't know that guy.
If you know him, I'm just saying. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring.
Jack Mabaso, the most dangerous man on TV since George Mienie.
Yes, I know, right? And last but not least, the original DSTV decoder when it still had games. You remember that?
Oh, yes.
Remember?
And there was that shooting game.
Oh
Chip,
my
chip, 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 chip.
gosh.
I remember that. Oh, my word. I actually completely forgot about this. I remember my brother and I, we used to beef over the high score. It was like a blue screen. You move and then you shoot some white. Chip, 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 chip. I don't know what it was called, but yeah, it was like the TV version of Snake.
Yes.
That's like 10 out of 10, bro. Where's my waff? Waff. Where you at? You can hear the facts now. It's bars.
Well, clearly you are the red flag and you are the problem
I
because
told you.
are the one not married. You are the one single. You are the one just not being,
I told you,
adulting.
where do we start? You said if you get these and you're still not married, then what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know where to start. Like, life has been long and hard and troublesome.
Is it because maybe you're not a feminist?
Maybe, but this is recent, so it can't be. I've recently changed my mind about that. Because of my own personal dramas and experience with women myself. You guys are animals. I don't care what the world says about the difference between men and women. I think women's violence is different from men, and they can be very violent, and it hurts in a different type of way.
Okay,
You guys know exactly what to say. We know what to do. And this is also part of the difference between men and women. Our ways of handling the world and life are different. And I'm tired of seeking equality. I truly do believe that there's no such thing as equality when it comes to race, when it comes to agenda, when it comes to the distribution of talent and skill and the things that you are able to achieve in this world, even beauty.
Mm-hmm.
If we want true equality, we must either make the beautiful people ugly or the ugly people all need surgery. If you all truly want equality, that's actually what you want out of life. So it's not really necessarily about not being a feminist, about the idea that equality doesn't exist. And I've accepted that as a fact. And the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to be a guy and be an awesome one at that. And then, yeah, see where that takes me.
Mark?
Yes.
Who hurt you?
Who hurt me? My ex hurt me, dog. I'll tell you straight up. We won't mention names, we won't tell stories, but yo, can I tell you?
Wait, pause. Last time I saw you,
yes.
you were in a relationship. Sham, this week has been bombshells. Michael Flax is engaged. Double A has broken up with his girlfriend. Masha's giving us 6 tips. Ngapa Cord is also in a relationship with Jane. It could be Jane Malachi.
Wait. You can't just roll past that. Okay, go to the Jane sitting in the tree.
Kissing. But
I think they'd make a great couple.
Now you are single.
I am.
Giddy bombs. What happened?
Giddy bombs. I'm not gonna go too much. The crux of it is that we were very different for each other. She was 39, I'm 30 years old. She had a child. I do not. So I'm a dad, guys. You can call me Papa Mdluli from now on. Well, I wasn't a dad.
Daddy
Mdluli in the building. So yeah, it was a very difficult thing. And the reason why I say this, if we're gonna go to the truth and the depth of what this conversation is, I truly do believe that there is differences in the way that we approach situations in life, especially at home. I do believe that our generation especially has kind of lost direction in the sense that the men don't know their roles, and a lot of the time neither do women. And I guess everybody wants to be anything. It's you can be a they, them, there. But I also do truly believe that we are what we are. And we need to clearly define those roles in a relationship. And I think men are more masculine, therefore they tend to take the leadership role, this is just as we are physiologically, biologically. They also need to be protectors. I was having this conversation with a feminist, actually. And it's funny because I'm not anti the sentiments. I get the point that women have been disenfranchised, whatever. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, we are still people. So I was having this chat with this woman and she asked, okay, but why do men earn like a 70 cents more than women per hour, whatever that case might be? And it's like, it's because if me and you, Simphiwe, it's still dark. Mm-hmm. If we're walking down the street, and somebody comes.
It's you first, dog.
Exactly,
you need to make sure that I'm good. You need to make... I'm looking at you, and if you're not on some steel comb, I'm high-key judging you.
That's why I want that 70 cents.
Okay.
Because I'm risking my life for you. I'm protecting you, and I don't want to die either. And that shit is hard. To be able to be strong enough to defend somebody and to stand up for somebody, it takes some balls. And I'm telling you, men of this generation, they can't do that shit because they're fucking weak. I'm so over weak men. That's my problem.
Okay, I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
Okay.
Wait, I'll say this. This is my 2 cents on the matter.
All right.
Is that I think in relationships, romantic relationships, I don't think equality and the feminist movement works.
Sure.
Right? I definitely think in workspaces, men and women can mostly do a lot of the same thing, especially when it comes to the thinking capacity. Like I'm talking about like a CEO can be female, can be male. I think they both can do the job. You know what I mean?
But the problem is maternity leave and your period cramps.
But I'm just talking about doing the job.
Okay.
If we had to sit down, come up with a strat, I believe I could come up with a strat. You could come up with a strat. Therefore, I don't think because I'm female should be paid less.
100%. We're in the same room right now doing the same job.
But in a relationship, I do think there is a bit of, maybe how I was brought up, where there is a bit of there's roles. There's roles.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to play to our strengths.
Yes.
So sometimes it might mean that I will take the leads in things that were typically male orientated. So they say if I am potentially earning more, or I'm just better with the finances, it makes sense in a relationship setup for me to take on that department because you're just going to get us into debt. And I don't want that.
But if we're in a real relationship and you're taking care of the finances, you're always going to look down on me from that perspective. It's either you're going to want me to step up to make the amount of money that you do or actually take over.
But I'm saying, yes, but stepping
internally, you will be like, this nigga, this broke ass bitch sitting on my couch.
I'm done with you, Mom. I'm so done with
you. You brought up something so poignant in this is because I mentioned weak men. I'm tired of weak ass men, and you were like, "I'm glad you said it." And this is the truth. Women feel it too. I know you guys are tired of not getting hit on in the club. Every guy is only fucking hitting on people on Tinder. They can't actually approach a woman and talk to them, and it's scary because you guys made it scary. Yes, talk to a woman. #me too. You out. So these are the things that have affected our society in a I think a dramatic way. We don't know who belongs to which role anymore. Men want to be women, women want to be men. That's why everybody's transgender now. We're all just a fucking smush of shit put together, and now we're just here. So I don't.
Okay, but talking about feminism, right? I did see a couple of jokes on Twitter.
Okay.
About like, the Titanic submarine, and then people are like, we don't see the feminists talking now. Where you guys at? There was 5 guys that went down south, and y'all not saying nothing. Where's the feminist movement now?
You pick and choose. That's also the thing. You pick and choose. But no, it's okay, man. Sorry. Condolences to those people who lost their lives. I mean, but if we're being honest, they just got a truly virtual experience of the Titanic. That's what they wanted, right? You guys wanted to know how it feels to die in the water.
No, you know what I was saying in the office? I was like, these guys went around and they were like, fuck around and find out.
And they fucked around.
And they found out. They found out.
Yeah.
I was just seeing some jokes on Twitter, guys. Like, you guys were so quick with those RIP jokes when it comes to the Titanic submarine. Someone was like, what's the greatest clapback of all time? And they're like, 111 years later, the Titanic is still taking lives. What? What?
Who hurt you, dad? Who hurt you? This Titanic has beef with the sea, bro.
Yo, man. But yeah, like, I think I've been following it. And you know what? A part of me is just like, sorry.
How much do we care? Like, why is this such? Okay, I guess it's a kind of unique story in the sense that it's happening underwater. But I mean, like, it's a non-story for me, really. It's just interesting in how it happened. But I'm like, guys, people are dying every day.
I found out that these were just rich men living their best lives.
Who were just out here gallivanting. This is why your mother told you to stay inside, guys. It's dangerous out there. Be careful. Be safe. Yeah. You guys need a lockdown to stay at home, my boy. You're trying too many things. You have too much money, actually. Way too much money.
What happens when you have so much money, right? And also in the world of money, ne? I don't know if it's true. I did see some tweets. Producer Ryan can maybe give us a bit more info on this, but they might be potentially, hopefully, in the metaverse. I hope. Mark Zuckerberg versus Elon Musk. Doom, 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 doom.
Are you talking about this cage fight that is supposedly supposed to be happening that we're talking about on Twitter?
Yes,
Okay.
dude, and I'm so for it.
Who do you think's taking it? Who's your money on?
My money is on Zuckerberg.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, my money's on Zuckerberg because he's been training. I've seen it. He's been doing something. No, I'll say I give him credit because he's been training, but my money's on Elon Musk. And the reason why is because he's older. And older men just know how to pack a punch, dog. They know how to give you a real boost clap.
Okay.
Yeah, he even says in the article, he won't fight you. He'll just sit on you like a walrus and then you'll give up. I totally see that. I see like Mark Zuckerberg coming. He's going to do that stuff. Like, come to me. And then he's going to run up to Elon and he's just going to get a boost clap. Match over. Okay, 10 seconds.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And because both of these guys get billionaire millionaires, right? They'll get the best of the best trainers, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to be on top form. So this is me just seeing it now. Like I'm playing it out in my head. The reason why I went with Zuckerberg is because number one, he's a bit more smaller,
agile.
So he's gonna have speed on his side, right? So he can do jab, uppercut. Quick in a hurry, right?
Yeah.
He's already dabbling in the martial arts thing, so that means he kind of knows how to get a man down.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is that if he can just get Elon,
it's
done. Because Elon's a bit big.
That's what I'm saying, dog. Elon is just gonna.
Big man. If you hit him with speed and you just get him down.
Yeah. The problem is Mark Zuckerberg's punches look like they come from a 12-year-old kid.
Land.
No, but they're gonna land, but it's like a kid's punches, like I could beat up 5 12-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? That's what Mark Zuckerberg feels like. Like it might be a bit tough, but 5 12-year-olds, come on, man. Give me a challenge, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Cunning Stunt says, and Elon went to Pretoria Boys. He's used to punch.
Elon is gonna murder this. I even forgot that he's from South Africa. Now it's definitely Elon Musk for the win. He's gonna fuck the shit up out of Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't stand a chance. Maybe in the metaverse, but not in the real world.
Okay, our very own George Mienie, he's like, but Elon will RPK him quick and in a hurry. Quick and in a hurry, chief. Like
Elon is the one, guys. I'm telling you, Mark Zuckerberg, he looks like he needed self-defense classes. You know, Elon was the bully at school. I can see it. Mark Zuckerberg, he needed those training sessions when the kids were stealing his lunch money. So now it's like, I'm gonna get back at you guys. So his spirit tells me weak. You know, when you're a fighter, because I used to do a lot of boxing as well. It's not just about the fight. You look in the man's eyes, and even looking at him in this picture, I'm like, this nigga, even I can beat this guy up.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Hundreds.
I mean, people are bringing up. So producer Ryan is kind of bringing up some tweets.
Okay.
About some people. I mean, Zach and Elon would definitely be a fun plot twist. Yes, I'm here for it. It's 2 billionaires fighting. I'm here for it.
I would love that. I'd wake up in the morning for that, like Ryan Garcia and Tank. But I'd wake up.
Yeah, I'm like in the hems. I think who's Andrew Tate is willing to train Elon Musk. You know, Logan Paul's brother. I forgot his name. He's like, I will do the whole like funding for the actual fight.
Oh, for
real?
So
I'm like, let's go.
Yeah, because they even put a location, the Vegas Octagon.
Let's go,
dude. Let's do it. But the problem with Elon is that he likes to chat on Twitter. He doesn't follow through with half the things he says. He likes trolling. Likes trolling.
But I think he does what he says he's going to do, right? Because did he not buy Twitter? He
did, but he also said he's gonna let people take over. Like, was it some kids or some? He's full of shit. Actually, he really is. I'll just go to the tweets that I know he's been talking trash
but
about.
Yeah, I think this is just a great poll question. Ogutsi, who's your money on if Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk had to get into the ring? Who are you putting your money on? Who do you think is going to take it? Is it going to be our very own South African Praetorian boy, Elon? Or is it going to be the one who's like, he basically stabbed his friend in the back and was like, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make money?
Then maybe
And
that's a good point. That's a good point. That this guy is actually willing to do anything to win. That takes a lot of balls. I
Yeah,
must
and
say.
then like apparently I see on the comments here, Mark, did you win like a competition? Competition.
What competition? Boxing.
Nah.
What? Mark won. Mark just won a jiu-jitsu competition a couple of weeks ago. Oh yeah, I did see that. But it's not. Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I was like, yo,
Yeah,
competition.
I was like, Mark, did you win something? Sorry.
No, not me. Mark. Okay. Even Joe Rogan congratulated him. Okay. I respect Joe Rogan, so shout out to that. Yeah. But hey, man, I'm telling you, the fact that Elon is a South African blood, you guys should also be behind Elon. Yeah, actually. Elon is South African and he's older, so I know he packs a clap and he's bigger and better.
All right,
and I think a better human being too.
But let's see. I do see some people. Some are saying, Simon says he's with Zuckerberg. Others are busy saying like Mag, he's like Pretoria boy all the way. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for it, guys. I would watch that. I would watch it. I think it would make some great entertainment.
Yeah.
So let's go. Like, this is what billionaires should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Entertaining us.
Why are billionaires so boring? I hate when you see pictures on Instagram stuff, how a broke man dresses and is in chains and some Gucci and Louis Vuitton and a billionaire's in a shirt and jeans. Dog, buy some clothes, bro. You got money. What are you doing? Look good. You're a billionaire. I'll do so much awesome shit. I'd probably take a submarine to the Titanic if I was a billionaire.
Oh my gosh. You're so wild, dude. You're so wild.
I'd do it. I get it, guys. I get it. R.I.P.
All right.
So I found the statement. So he said stuff like Elon Musk. He said he'd make his dog the chief executive of Twitter once he got it, and then he never did that.
But also, like the fact of the matter is he bought Twitter.
He did.
He was like, oh, I can afford to buy it. And he like that's the biggest flex ever.
It is.
You know, it's like going to your house and saying, hey, chief, how much is your mom? And you like 3 billion. I'm like, I
got it, dog. I got it. Somebody
Bring your mama here.
Withdraw some money.
Bring your mama here. Bring that ass over here. Nah, dog.
That is a boss-ass move. You see, if I was a billionaire, I'd do more shit like that. Elon Musk is actually the quintessential billionaire. He's trying to get to space, doing whatever the fuck he wants without any concern what you guys think. And he wants to fight people. He's my type of nigga, dog. Elon for the win.
He's like the ultimate South African.
He is.
Like,
he is. He should be here. Hey.
I'm not mad at that. But talking about South Africans.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's a Friday. I think it's time for us to play a little game. Let's play a little game.
Just between you and I.
Mark, this is why you and I are
obvious, invisible. You've got to read your mind. We can be cops and robbers, Tarzan and Jane, Melon and Robert. But either way, the objective is the same.
Aye.
To please and entertain.
It's true.
You can do that one in church, bro.
The squish music, dog. It's making its way all the way to the church.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Bakabantu did bring it up on yesterday's show that, hey, guys, this thing of like...
There's amapiano in church.
Churches, bro. Yeah, it's so wild. Not even... It's like, you know, ratchet songs. Like, you know, just ratchet songs. And then they turn them into gospel songs. And you're just like there and you're like... I'm not sure.
Ooh, in this wet ass Bible.
Make it stop. Make it stop. Okay, we're not here to
go to hell. We're not pushing our tickets to hell right now. No,
like
thank you.
If I am gonna say something about the church, repent. Okay,
repent.
That's it. But I think it's time for us to play a little game. It's called Sibling or Dating.
Okay.
It's very simple. We're gonna pull up some images, right? And I'm gonna give you like 5 seconds to guess, right? If this particular couple are they siblings?
Oh.
Or are they dating?
Okay.
All
That's
right?
interesting.
Producer Ryan, this is gonna be you in the mix, okay? Now, couple number 1.
Ooh.
For those who are listening to the podcast, make sure to come on over to the YouTube side of things to see the visuals.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to describe it as best as I can for those that
and
are
I'll
listening.
give you my reasons why I think they're dating.
Okay, so this is like they're at a concert, right? It's a guy and a girl. They're hugging. Her arms are around his neck. His arms are around her waist. They look very happy. They're smiling.
Mhm.
Would you say these are siblings or are they dating? We already have Mac over here saying dating.
Okay,
Mhm.
I agree with Mac because of where her arms are. Her arms are around his neck. That's a pretty intimate place. That's a place where you pull in a nigga for a kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
So-
Cunning Stan says dating. George Mienie says siblings. What's your final answer?
Dating.
Dating. And drum roll. They are siblings.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Simon says siblings. He's
Yeah.
hands. Okay.
No, but these are the type of siblings from Pornhub. That stepsister stuff, that stepmom, all of that. That's going on there in that picture right there. I'm telling you. You haven't noticed? Oh, maybe maybe not. But
okay, cool. Next picture. Let's go on to the next one. I don't want to hear
let's move
anything
right
else.
along.
Yeah,
Moving right along.
Thank you so much. So our second couple, it is two ladies.
Ooh.
They both have short hair.
Dating.
Dating. Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
This looks like a selfie picture, right? The one is like in a polar neck, black polar neck with the chain, and the other one is right behind her. You are like dating.
Two ladies, short
Kanistan
hair.
says maybe twins dating. Annie says dating.
Hey, the Christmas tree is throwing me. There's a Christmas tree in the background for those of you who can't see. And that means family vibes. But you can also take your girlfriend home for family, you know? They seems very close, Ricky Lowe says. Okay, I'll give it dating. That lean on the face. This on the left looks like the masculine, and then she looks like the feminine, and they coming together.
Looks a lot. No, look alike, but dating.
All right,
okay,
so
dating. A lot of people are coming in here dating. George again, dating. Simon says dating. The alphabet squad. Okay. Oh, KP Umcholo is here. Lovely is here. Wow. The answer is siblings.
Okay. Yo, this game is hard, man. Hey, and they say black people all look the same.
Okay, on to the next one. I hope you guys are, let's do this quicker, faster.
I'm not even gonna entertain.
Okay, so this is yet again a boy and a girl. This was taken during COVID times because you can see the mask. She has like blue hair. He has a bit of an Afro-Yana. They both wearing reading glasses, and it looks like a selfie picture that was taken in the corridor of their apartment.
Yeah. It looks like they're trying to launch us. I'm gonna say dating because they look so similar. You'd think that they are siblings, but I think it's one of those launches. I'll say dating.
Two comments over here saying siblings. What's your final answer?
Dating,
and the answer is cool.
Dating. I knew it. Hey, this was a trick question. Y'all are good, man.
Oh, you're doing.
No, I'm doing badly. This is the first one I've gotten right.
The first one.
The first one I've gotten right this whole game.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay,
all right.
I hope you guys are,
involved.
Keeping score.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a couple, boy, girl. She looks like she's on his back. They're somewhere out and about, by the sea. So I think they're on vacay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like. And they took a really cute picture. They're both smiling. They look happy. What do you think this is? I'm going to put the pressure on you. Siblings or dating, Mark? Siblings. Or dating? Siblings. Okay.
Shit.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's my final answer.
Okay, and the answer is drum roll. Siblings.
Woo!
Okay, you started to get a hang of it.
They try to launch us because they have different color skin tones and it looks like they could just be dating. But I was like, no, there's a stepbrother here. There's somebody came into the family late.
Okay, and I think we should have one or two more in the mix. Okay, let's do a second last one.
Let's do one more.
Okay, but you know what? I'm going to bring Ben in the mix.
All right, cool,
I'm going to also get Ben to kind of guess if they siblings or dating. Hello, Ben.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Mark, good to see you. Long time.
What's up, Ben? Too long, brother. You well?
Well, I don't want to get into my backstory here. I'm like the Blair Witch Project here this morning for me. But I really like this game. This
Are you ready to also guess, Ben?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so let's go. You guys have 5 seconds to guess.
5 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay,
sibling
okay.
or dating. Here is once again a girl and a guy
Dating.
dating.
Yeah.
Dating
Ooh,
and dad. Dating and her dad is disappointed.
those shots are so unnecessary, dude. What did this guy ever do to you?
You
Sorry.
okay? Let's find out the answer, and they are definitely siblings.
Siblings. But maybe the dad is still disappointed.
Definitely.
Okay, on to the next one. On to the next one. Let's see. Okay, so we have
Ooh.
2 chicks here back to back. They're basically topless, and they got matching tattoos. Are they siblings or are they dating?
Siblings.
Siblings.
I'm looking at the facial features. The nose color looks
But
kind
this
of
kind of
similar.
picture, would you take it with your sister though? Topless. Ben, what's your final answer?
That's a good point.
Wow.
But I mean, sisters have been seeing each other naked since birth. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That is a very good point, though.
Close siblings, one says.
A little too close, if you ask me.
There's something about their mouths which are too similar.
Yeah, their facial features, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with siblings there, but this game is tough.
It is, because the back-to-back thing is creepy if they are siblings.
Yeah, because they got matching tattoos, guys.
No,
Isn't that what you do when it's Love Lives Here? You get matching
Drunk
tattoos.
holidays.
But the tattoos were all of mushrooms, so I think we know these type of people. Maybe they were on shrooms when they got them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. They could be siblings who do weird stuff.
Okay.
That's my final answer. Siblings who do weird stuff.
Okay. And okay. And the final answer is that they are definitely siblings.
Look at that. See, siblings doing weird shit. Why are you guys naked, dude? Like, we stopped that when we stopped bathing together. Like, come on. They probably still bath together.
Yeah, but Mark, like some of these kids are probably homeschooled. That's like a homeschool move, I think, because you're so comfortable with stuff. And you saw the other picture; they're in the nature a lot.
Yeah. It's like they don't know how society actually works. They're just at home and they're like.
They go to builders together, as Tracy would say.
No, Tracy, they're not lesbians. They didn't look like lesbians. They look far too happy.
Okay, I think we still have a few more images. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
We almost done with the game, but
Okay.
I think you guys are having way more fun.
Ooh.
They just love. Okay, let me try to describe it. It's a guy. They look like they're in the woods, right? Guy, he's topless. This chick is sitting on his shoulder in a bikini. Are they siblings or are they dating? Doom, 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 doom.
I'm gonna go siblings. Brand.
Yeah. I'm also gonna go.
I felt that one. I caught the stray. I was like, that bullet was not meant for me, but it did hit my heart.
Hey, casualty of war. Casualty of war.
Okay, your final answer, Mark?
I'm saying siblings, just because it looks like a sibling thing to do, to carry somebody on your shoulder like that. Because that last picture, they were being carried on their shoulder. It's like if you go to a concert with your sister, I'll put her on my shoulder. But my girlfriend, I'll be like, tiptoes.
Okay,
tiptoes.
so Slippery Pickle says, could be both. What in the incest is going on?
Slippery Pickle is a legend.
Yo, Mac is like family strokes. Stop it. Get your guys' mind out the gutter. But the answer for that particular one is that they are definitely siblings.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. It's that sitting on the shoulder thing. Your girlfriend won't do that. Girls don't trust their man enough to do that.
I won't lie. I look at your arms.
Yeah.
If your arms are not big enough, I'm a big girl. I'm
Not big. My brother can drop me. We have history, but you never that. I won't allow the disrespect.
Okay, I think this is the last image, and then we are wrapping up the game with sibling or dating. All right? They look so cute. They look so cute.
Dating.
It's like
dating. This guy, he's the Mark Zuckerberg of his generation. Whatever happened, he just discovered the next Facebook AI something, and she's got vision. She's like, this is my man for life.
Isn't it kind of weird how you look at that guy and you think he must be rich?
Can I tell you something? So I saw a video recently. Wait, I need to say it's a podcast, right? It's one girl, 3 guys, and then she's like, she's never really been attracted to handsome guys.
Okay.
Right? Her aesthetic is when people look at her partner, they must be like, he must be rich. That's the only way they date him.
It doesn't matter if he's rich or not.
He must,
as long as people think he's rich.
Yeah, because there's no way a painting like her could date a guy. That's that's the thing.
Then might as well date a handsome broke guy, because at least you guys look good in pictures.
No, the philosophy, you rather cry in a Bentley than cry at taxi.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
That's the philosophy.
Then laugh in a taxi. Oh, well, I guess you're crying either way. Well, if you're me. So it doesn't matter whether it's in a taxi or Ferrari. So yes, might as well be in a Ferrari. You're right.
Says, nah, she's out of his league. Siblings.
Nah, that's exactly why they're dating. You know this phenomenon. I was actually having this conversation with my friend the other day. There is a phenomenon of beautiful women dating fat, ugly men, rich or not. It really, like, you see a lot of the times some bum guy, you don't know his life story, but just based on the aesthetic, dating this gorgeous woman, you're like, how does he do that? And we always assume that it's because he's rich. But a friend of mine made a good point. He was like, women don't see men the same way that men see women. So when a woman looks at a man, she's not just looking at the aesthetic, she's looking at, does he treat her well? Can he provide? Can he protect her? Does he make her feel safe? Those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Whereas a man is like, whoa, look at that painting. It's a different way of looking at each other. So I think that was a good point. So anyway, that's why I was
Mark, stop this. You're giving away all our secrets here. Stop.
That's what this show is for, man. You come and talk the truth, the realist. That's why we love it.
All right, let me put you out of your misery, kids.
Okay,
let me put you out of your misery. And wait, what was your answer, Ben?
So I was going to go with siblings because he also looks too young. Like, let's just say she loves him. I don't think she'll go, no, I mean, like, he looks younger than her. So that's why I'm going sibling. Okay.
Well, Andy says, I don't know. That arm is sus.
Yeah,
okay, and the final answer is...
Yeah, what's it doing?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. That arm is suspect.
Okay.
Because good game.
Okay. I think this is the last one. This one should be like whether in the yacht or somewhere. I think it's a great way to wrap up the show. Yes, here it is. So they're out, in the sea on a yacht, probably. They swimwear.
Siblings.
And he has his arm placed just above her, her bundas.
Yeah.
And if you know what a bunda is, then
so the thing for me is the way his hand is there. It's not gripping the bunda. It's like they just like said cheese, and then he put his arm around it. He realized he's touching his sister's booty, and it's like, oh shit, I can't really hold it. Let me just. I mean, the picture's being taken. It's too late. Yeah. That's what I imagine happening in this scenario.
It's definitely dating, and I tell you why. Because she has positioned her left hand prominently on his chest, because she's getting into the habit of doing that for photos that will have an engagement ring on soon. That is why she's into this. They're dating.
Loving the reasoning. 1 + 1 = 2. Ben knows maths. Quick maths.
But also here, someone's reasoning here. Definitely siblings. They got their clothes on. They still have their clothes on.
So if you're dating, you must just be walking around naked and shit. It's the Garden of Eden up in here. Okay, my final answer is siblings. Just because of the way his hand is touching her ass, it should be more grabby if it was a girlfriend.
Okay.
That's the look of a guy who's just put pants on.
Okay, and the final answer is there are siblings.
No. Yes. Final victory.
Her boobs are in his face.
It's just that hand on the ass. It's too light. Even your girlfriend will be upset if you touch her ass like that. She'll be like, you don't love me anymore. Like, I love you, girl.
Mark, you've nailed it. But at the same time, siblings on a boat in the middle of nowhere. Suspicious. Suspicious.
Maybe they'll soon start running out of oxygen and have to do stuff.
It looks like flat earthers.
What does a flat earther look like?
Clearly on a yacht, siblings on a yacht equals flat earth. Well, thank you for playing this game with me, guys. Fun fact, you can continue to play this game on Instagram. Just look siblings or dating.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's where I got it.
Oh, wait. I might just.
Yeah. So, yeah, now we know, depending on how the arm is.
The arm is, yes. The hand is the big indicator.
Yeah, you can tell if someone are siblings or dating. Ben, how are you? We haven't really, heard how you're doing. You just threw you in the game.
I know. I'm here. I've got like my substation caught a fire, and now there's no power. Yeah, fuck. I mean, like, should have falling apart here.
Life is a shambles, right?
No, it's going badly, guys. It's going badly. About a week and a half ago, there was no power for 90 hours,
What?
and now it's been off since Wednesday with no foreseeable update.
Where do you live?
Yeah. You live Ilovo, so by wandering.
I thought Ilovo was fancy. I thought it was one of the nice places. Can you visit to see Simphiwe about Easter End?
I know, guys. So I'm struggling big time. So yeah, it's cold. I don't even know what's really going on right now. I just know that I had a commitment to be on the show. I'm here.
Okay, I'll ask you a question since I haven't seen you.
My face.
I'll ask you a question since I haven't seen you in so long, Ben. How's the golf game?
Well, I'm actually playing golf after this. I don't really play during the week, but yeah, this week I'm making it happen. And playing twice this weekend, which is great. It's great because I know how shit I really am deep down, and I don't really care anymore. Whereas in previous years, I've always tried really hard and got really upset with things. So,
now you're a real golfer. When you've accepted that you will never be good at the sport, that's when you can really play,
Absolutely,
but that's cool, man.
Absolutely spot on. That's exactly it. So doing that twice this weekend. My girlfriend's away until Sunday, so it's just me in the dark with the cats. It's one of the saddest sights you'll see.
with no power.
Oh, winter. Winter is the worst time to be left alone. Like, I'm sorry. A human blanket is very much essential. That is very important.
Forget relationships. Get yourself a hot water bottle. Get yourself a heater.
No.
Get yourself some meditation and find yourself within yourself.
No,
guys,
can I also say this?
These people are fucky. I'll tell you this now.
Can I also say this to all the single folks out there that are like talking to someone in a talking stage where they think they found love? It's not love, it's winter.
It's not love, it's winter. Facts.
That's it.
But also in summer, it's not love, it's summer.
But at least in summer you can see the fuckery. Winter, they're gonna be like, come through Netflix and chill. You're there for the whole weekend. Yeah. It was nice. It was cozy. You really think you met the love of your life? No, it's winter, y'all. Don't fall for that scam. Yeah,
I've come to realize that people date for selfish reasons. People don't date to love a lot of the time. They date for the fact that it's winter. They date because they think somebody is something and it satisfies an internal need as opposed to truly wanting to love. I think wanting to love somebody, wanting to give takes a lot. I don't think it's real. This is my conclusion.
But you're also straight out of a relationship. So this is just hurt speaking now. Yeah.
It's hurt and also facts. It's hurt because it's facts. So I'm like, this thing, it honestly put me off relationships for life. I'm that guy. I'm Chris Breezy. I'm Drake. I'm draking all the days of my life, dog. Like you won't find. You see, my next album, my next special, actually, my comedy special. I'm gonna have girls with pregnant bellies on the cover, like Drake's certified lover boy. I'm out here, guys. Certified lover boy in the building. Anyway, that's just my.
That's welcome to the real world.
You're throwing so many fastballs there. I'm not sure how to unpack that. How old are you now, Mark? You're still
I'm
a
30.
Young man, huh?
Yeah, 30. I'm 30. Okay. I'm 30. Still young.
Yeah, no rush it, because your expectations on 30 are still residually in your 20s. When you get older, you start to understand where you do you. And then, I think a lot of time, like, men give too much power to women, as in, like, you're the partner person, you must do this, you fulfill this kind of reason. And then you actually realize, like, no, like, it's all me, basically. And I just need someone who's going to be part of whatever this is. Exactly. And then as you get older, you know exactly what this is. So you definitely will find love. I have much faith in you. I mean,
Oh, thanks, Ben.
It's going to happen. But I've got an even better question though. Simphiwe, when you talk about the human blanket, how's that going?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from experience. That was too real to be made up. What's up?
Like
Where's your blanket? Is it at home right now? Her blanket is still on at home. It's not electric though.
A lady never kisses and tells.
Hey, so there's something to tell. She says she's done it. She told us. She's just not going to tell us.
I can speak on like previous years or whatever. Yeah, like a human blanket is very essential in winter. I really believe in that. I think that's the only
believe
way.
In it. I go to church
like,
on this.
Guys, like I know you can buy cuddles and pay for them for like 900 Rand a session. I don't participate in that. I'm just like, homie, let's chill, let's have fun.
You see,
that is me.
This is also the problem. This is a problem with the chat that we were having earlier. People are running to their phones for comfort. Guys, go outside. There are people outside. There's a real world outside. I'm telling you, you guy, lonely man, listening to this, I'm talking to you. There's a woman who wants to fuck you right now. Right now.
Oh, you can just go on an app.
No, this is what I'm saying. Get off the app, because the app, at first it gives you instant gratification. You just get what you want. That's not real life. That's not how it works, because you're going to get to real life. You're going to realize, oh, she can't edit herself in real life. Well, she can put on some makeup, but your energy speaks for itself. Your personality speaks for itself. And that's the shit that you need to see in real life. And that's why I think there's a bit of a problem in our society at the moment, where men don't know how to approach women anymore. Everybody's an harasser because we don't know how to anymore, because we're so used to fucking swiping. Go stand up and say hi. But you know what
I've also seen? So this is a TikTok trend I've seen. There's a guy who's like, Gwababa could have saved him. So it's this guy who basically reacts to all these videos of like guys shooting their shots, and then they failed. And he's like, Gwababa could have saved him.
You could have just
you could have just if you had a bit more like self-control. Like,
but that's life. I think everything is risky, man. Everything. Whether you want to start a business, when you want to get in a relationship, whether you want to have children, everything is sitting at home and doing nothing is risky.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That is very true. Yeah. But all I shall say is that I believe in a human blanket in winter. Okay. And I repeat my words. It's not love. It's winter.
It's winter. Are people still working for summer bodies? I remember that used to be. Are you? I've seen some videos of you in the gym.
I'm still going to gym. You know, still. You must look good. The older you get, you must be like, damn, I still got it.
For me, it's looking good, 100%. But for me, the training thing is being healthy, man. I think we've underestimated the value of health and how much it is wealth. Go out there and lift some weights, jog, do some shit. And I think it's a link to depression. I think a lot of people's depression is self-diagnosed. I know there are some chemical imbalances in people, but for the most part, y'all are just sitting at home watching porn and playing video games, and then you say you're depressed. Go outside, do something, and maybe things will change. Truly, truly. I'm very happy, because I've been seeing those videos of you, and I respect people who respect themselves.
All right,
Mark, I'm so glad that you're the one saying this time around. I can take a break from. I can take a break from
tell these people, Ben, your life matters. Well, to some of you, my life matters to me. That's why I train.
All right. Well, there's a question for you, Ben, from the one and only Carl. He wants to know, as a media and sports guy, can you explain the custom advertising at events like the FA Cup final? We're seeing ads created to SA. How?
Carl, you can't ask questions in the show, because now I've got to ask you a question to confirm your question, and it's just a slow process.
We are seeing ads catered to SA.
Are we talking about those round the field billboard things, or are we talking about squeezebacks? What are we talking about here?
Or during the adverts? This is a very loaded question.
No. I mean, like, obviously when it's on a broadcast channel, you'll get whatever ads you get. But if it's around the pitch, I mean, there are super smart guys, I think, that basically just whatever your, what do you call it? Your zoning of your feed can be altered to whatever it picks up on. But Carl, I mean, it's a boring fucking question. It's Friday, but come on.
That's what it is. Now I have to use my brain. Come on, dog.
Carl, come on. I mean, I want to talk about Simphiwe's sex life, and I want to talk about.
Wait up, Black. We're gonna find out before we leave. When you
talking
marry
about marketing,
27
bro.
years, not even winter can help a brother out. Get out, dog. This is what Rajesh. Rajesh says when you marry 27 years, not even winter can help a brother out. What will? Divorce.
No.
That's the only thing you got.
No.
Why is he
No,
sleeping on the
you know what?
couch?
So, this is what Dr. Mark has taught me, right? This is and this is he's an expert in his field. If you don't use it, you lose it. So learn to spice things up, right? We work. There's the kids, and that's the truth of life, right? You can't get around that. But if you do want to get it on with your partner, like, make sure that on Fridays the kids are gone, they at their grandparents, the house is tidied up, you've bought some takeaways, so that your woman doesn't have to do 50,000 things so that she can, service you. It's a nice Netflix and chill moment. And that's the thing.
One thing I'll say is date nights work.
Yeah, but
date nights work.
just
Get
be
excited,
romantic.
dress up, go somewhere she's never been, somewhere you've never been. It just naturally is exciting because you're experiencing something new together. So I've never been in a 27-year marriage, so I actually have no ground to speak on. But this is my plan: is date once a week, holiday once a month. I mean, once every 2 months, and like a weekend away once every 2 months, and a traveling destination really far once a year or something like that.
Well, so there's a theory, right?
Yeah.
There's the 2-2-2
oh
theory,
yes, that's the
right?
theory
So
I'm
every
stealing
2
right
weeks,
now.
you go on a date. Every 2 months, you go like on a mini vacay.
Yeah.
And every 2 years, you do something really big.
I think that's a plan.
So that's what I've seen on the socials, but I'm also not married. I'm very much single.
No, I want to
so
hear more.
clearly I can't give advice on this thing.
Exactly, but I want to hear more from Rajesh. He sounds like he's going through it. 27 years can't help a brother out.
I guess.
Yeah,
Rajesh, talk to us, bro.
We've also got to be mature with this, right? After 27 years, you're not attracted to each other. So you just keep saying, oh, we'll go on dates, we'll go on holidays. You got to be honest. Like, a lot of people get to a point where you're not attracted to each other anymore. So you got to find how you stimulate each other from there. So is it invigorating content around like your conversations, going places of interest, like of historical importance? People got to stop thinking they can keep pushing this love envelope. And I know this is a very big contrast from what I was telling Mark. But sometimes, as humans, we don't want to see each other naked. Okay, that's going to get to a point, and that's totally fine, because that's how it works. So whether that's prostitutes, whether that's escorts, whatever those things are, I think we should be mature and respectful after 27 years and say, are you still
Let me just go get my rocks off.
No, but I mean, it's like one of those things that I think people are so ashamed to talk about because you want to be faithful, and that's what marriage is. I totally get that. But sometimes you got to think like, are we stimulating each other? I mean, I'm not old and or married for 27 years. So obviously I'm not talking from a point of experience, nor am I telling people to be promiscuous. But sometimes I think we've got to be so honest and say, look, I've got maybe 10 more years where I know exactly what time I'm going to the toilet. Let me try and make the most of that. Because when you just constantly keep pushing the square peg into this round hole, sorry, I know that's very graphic. A lot of times older people aren't into each other like that. But wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if your relationship is so mature? It's like,
you can cheat every now and then.
but it's not even about cheating. The reason I'm bringing this up because I'm watching The Sopranos at the moment.
Okay.
And The Sopranos, the way of life with the Gomorras, it's like, look, we're married, right? This is our situation. I provide this. This provides a structure. You're not on the streets or living with your family or having to get a shitty job, whatever it might be. I know this sounds incredibly old school, like we're taking steps back here. And what those guys do is, while they're not murdering and stealing and selling illicit goods, they generally are with hookers or girls that they find attractive. It's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But they are honest enough about it, though. You got to appreciate the honesty, right?
Yeah. You're bringing up such a deep point for me personally. I've been thinking about this a lot, but you know how society is. So I haven't been able to say it out loud, but I'm going to say it now. But maybe we should be cheating, guys.
Wait, here's a disclaimer. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the views expressed by Mark Mdluli do not express those of cliffcentral.com.
It's not cheating. It's not cheating. Like when you're in a marriage, you're in a union, you're in a partnership. But your happiness gives you the ability to actually want to still be in that, right? And if you can't provide it with each other in that kind of realm and be honest about it, what if you could outsource but still keep what the original fire is, and that is of companionship and
Yeah.
happiness like that.
100%, and it relates to shows like The Sopranos and old school movies where the wife is just a true matriarch. She almost holds the fort down in the house. She doesn't care what you do outside. Just come back home, and I've got you. That's a WAF. That's a WAF with 2 A's and an RF. You guys are trying to be wives. I'm looking for a WAF.
No, we're trying to be women of leisure. That's what we're trying to be.
Women of leisure. What?
Yes.
What do you mean? Like having a luxurious lifestyle?
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about anything. Like everything's paid for. But you are married. You are married. You are.
You're a feminist.
It's called women of leisure.
Women of leisure. Okay.
Well,
I'm with that. By the way. I'm with that. As long as I can, because my point with this is, I don't know why, if we're not supposed to be shagging lots of people, why are we attracted to so many people? If I have one soulmate, why can't it just be like, boom, I found you, let's go, we're done? Why all these other ting-tings here, fucking winking?
It's called life, dog. You
need to learn how to... No. That means life is more complicated than we've made it out to be in terms of marriage and monogamy. It means there's something else happening that we actually haven't tapped into. Why do I want to be with more than one person at a time?
What I'm going to say to you is first heal, and then we'll have this conversation, right? At the beginning of the show, we started off asking the people who do they think would take the fight between Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg. Ben, I don't know who your money is on if this actually had to happen. You know, like I don't know who you think would win it. Is it Elon? Is it Zuckerberg? Like,
guys,
who do you think is taking it?
It's one of those sort of hype missions. I mean, obviously Zuckerberg, because he literally trains in jiu-jitsu. Elon Musk is 50. He drinks coffee and he just trolls people. I mean,
that's a boss.
It's an absolute non-story, and I just, yeah. I mean, fuck.
Well, here's what the people had to say. 75% of our audience think that it's going to be the one and only our Pretoria boy, Elon. He's going to take
I'm asking about Elon.
How?
And then 25% say it could be
He's
Mark.
a huge man. He's a South African. He's from Pretoria.
Guys,
anybody who has origins in Pretoria can firstly take a punch and then give one right back.
His dad bodded in his 50s. He's not serious about this. He's joking. and Lizard Boy literally trains this kind of stuff because this is what geeks do, okay? Elon's not a geek. He's just a genius. But Zuckerberg, look at his face. There was a lot of built-up bullying in his youth.
That's exactly what I said.
And that angst combined with the fact that he does train, he's obviously going to win. It's just a non-event.
So I was saying it's because he was bullied at school. That's why he has to do all the jiu-jitsu. Elon Musk is the bully.
Well,
spiritually...
Elon was also bullied. Elon was also bullied at school. Yeah,
I'm sure.
No. It's about
and that's why he left.
No, guys, it's about who wants it more. And let me tell you something. Someone who's willing to
backstab his friends.
Backstab his friend is a dangerous man. But with that said, we're going to wrap up the first hour of the show. When we come back, we're going to talk about what's more valuable outside than your phone. Other than your phone, we want to know what else is more valuable. And then our favorite car motoring expert, George Mienie, is going to be joining us. Thank you so much for joining, Ben. Just catching up with you on a Friday is always dope. And Mark Mdluli will be around.
Ciao.
Hi, I'm Barrett Edelstein. Join me for my podcast, Celeb Savant. Today, I'm with Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
So right at the moment, I'm at home in London, but after I speak to you, I'm going to pack my bags.
3 of the members of UB40, Earl, Matt, and Jimmy.
Well, we're in the middle of a tour at the moment.
Career retrospective with actors, singers, and entertainment industry experts every Friday morning at 9 o'clock on cliffcentral.com or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
This week on the AutoTrader podcast.
The thing you should do, right, is say to the dealer, all right, I like this bank's deal, but the interest rate doesn't suit me. Please, can you push for more?
Okay.
And the dealer will do it for you.
Yeah.
Remember, dealer has a relationship with the bank. You don't.
With all the banks.
Yes, with all the banks.
Yeah.
Chances are, if you choose the bank that dealer does most of the business with,
it's going to be a bit lower than...
That bank is going to be able to reduce the rate on the dealer's request.
Catch us every Monday at 9 a.m. on YouTube and on autotrader.co.za.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Hello, hello, hello. Is it me you are looking for? Is it me you are looking for? Hello, 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 hello. Is it me? We're Africanizing everything. Everybody's coming to South Africa. America's not the leading country in the world anymore. It's South Africa. I'm telling you.
Yes.
Mark my words. You heard it here first.
I definitely think so. But I am Simphiwe. That is Mark. And if you're wondering where brother man Gareth Cliff is, he's out and about living his best life, doing what other kids are doing, having fun and not waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. But he will be back. We don't know when. Maybe next week, maybe never. You'll have to just stick around and find out. And since you're here, make sure to give this a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends to tell their friends to tell everybody. Uguti, we're in the building. And what must they do? They must like, subscribe, and comment.
For sure. The show doesn't exist without the people.
Yes. So I'd like to get into this conversation about a world outside of our phones. What is more valuable today?
What's more real? So I think this is a real issue in society at the moment because we almost exist in the virtual world, in reality even. The way we think and speak is the way you would on Twitter, whereas in reality, it's a completely different thing. I think the real world is so much more harsh, more rough, more aggressive than social or the social media world. Well, physically aggressive because there's people very aggressive on social media. But I genuinely do believe that there's been a separation of what real life is. I truly do believe that. Like, for me, the best example I can put is comedy versus online content. I love stand-up comedy and I love talking to people live in the room. We can feel each other's energy. We can go in a certain direction. Whereas on comedy on a phone, it's edited. You think this might be something people like, which they actually might like, but you don't really know. And then you edit. And then we find out that you're actually not really funny. You know how to use a camera. So these are two existing worlds. There are comedians making money, winning awards from online content. And then there's also the real life. So I'm not saying the online content is bad. I'm just saying I miss people. I miss reality. I miss talking to people. I was sitting in a room with 3 friends yesterday and we were all on our phones.
That's sad.
All 3 of us in the room. No, it's not sad. It's normal life. Like, we'll talk every now and again, but I remember a time where we used to have DMCs.
Yeah.
And we used to really talk.
For those who don't know what that means, it means deep, meaningful conversations.
Yes. And we used to really talk, like the things that scared us, the things that we were afraid to say to other people, we could say to each other because it was a safe space. But now we're all afraid to even talk because firstly, there's this idea of what you should be thinking, the fucking wokeists. So people are afraid to stand outside of that narrative in these days, and that narrative is promulgated by the internet. It's like, this is but deep down inside you're feeling some type of way, but you don't want to destroy your social reputation, so you're like, yeah, feminism for life. That's the position. That's why I'm going hard on this thing, because I truly do believe that we need to fucking stop lying about what real life is and start talking to each other again, man. I miss having real conversations.
But I will say this, right? I think you need to get into the habit of practicing having real conversations, right?
Yes, but it's hard when everybody's looking down.
Yeah, but then you guys as friends, as you said, you guys are a group of friends, right? You guys then need to come up with rules to say, okay, if we're chilling, no phones for like 15 minutes.
Okay, so we agree that phones are a problem. They're a distraction.
They are, but you also need to take the first step of getting into the habit of having these conversations, right? It's like you and I are still human. Being able to talk to each other is not going to stop, right?
Yeah.
But what might come in the way is the fact that I'm on my phone. There's the laptop, there's Wi-Fi, right? So you actively have to be like, I'm going to not be on my phone. Let's put it on do not disturb for the next 15 minutes and let's chat. And in that conversation, stop having these frivolous chats. Go into right?
the real
but
thing.
Also be vulnerable. Don't tell me that, hey, dog, life is hard.
Yeah.
That's just a general statement.
Yeah.
We're all having a hard time. Everyone has a sob story. Everyone. So the minute I see Mark and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Right now I just got paid, but I only have 5 rand in my bank account. That makes it more real.
Yeah. When you're truly vulnerable and you can say the thing that scares you, that's the kind of conversations that I miss.
But you need to have a spirit of discernment because you can't just spill in your business with everybody. That's the truth, right?
I'm talking about my friends. So now I get what you're saying because a lot of parents struggle with this as well. I realized when I was a stepdaddy, you know, that children are spending a lot of time on their phones, right? Far more than they are spending it talking to people and being outside. And I totally see that. But then also at the same time, the mom's on the phone all day.
Yes.
So it's like what?
Kids mimic adult behavior.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, as a parent or just a human being, make yourself so interesting that the phone isn't the most interesting about you and your life. You know, I love days where my phone is off. Like, I'll give you an example. My phone went missing the other day. And I was so happy about it because nobody could contact me. I was away for a whole weekend. I lost it after partying because we had a show at Cultivating, and it was like dream come true shit. So I lost it, and for that whole weekend, I didn't have a phone. It was fucking best weekend of my life. I even went to Centurion, dog. I was gone. Came back. People were like, hey, they can't even say where are you? No, yes, but they must only see me in real life. You don't need me to have. You don't need constant access to me on this damn thing. And I just think real life is more valuable in the sense that it's happening. The virtual world is made up.
I don't dispute that, but all I'm saying is that it's in your hand. It's your responsibility to cultivate what you want. Right? If I know that Mark is never on his phone, I'm going to put in much more effort to see you in person. Right? But like me, I'm like, my phone's always in my hand. That's the. But it's not. I don't think we should blame phones. You know, it's not like guns don't kill people. People kill people.
100%.
You get what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. As a society, this is the conversation. We're really having it now. We need to be more aware of our cell phones and the place that they have in our lives, because I think there's so much happening that we don't see because we're looking down.
Yeah. Okay. Rajesh over here says the problem of talking with other people is that at some point they feel the right to talk back. Talk.
I know exactly what Rajesh is talking about. So this is that narrative that's in the air, the Twitter narrative, I'll call it, because we all know what that narrative is, but it doesn't always apply in real life. So now you say something and then somebody's going to come back at you and say, like, perfect example, I made a Facebook status earlier this week. I was like, I'm tired of our generation using anxiety and depression as an excuse for bad behavior. It's fucking bullshit. And I 100% believe that. The first comment is like, okay, Jordan Peterson. I'm like, dog, you're not even engaging in the conversation. You're literally calling me names.
Yeah, because people read or listen to respond and not
so that's the point he's talking about. They think they have the right to talk back. You have the right to talk back, but makes sense, bruh. So he came at me with the narrative, the Twitter thing, because he says I'm underplaying mental health and depression. I'm like, I'm not, dude. People are shooting up schools in America because they sad. Yeah. That's a bullshit reason.
I think we might have the solution for you, Mark, from a Slippery Pickle. And he says, Mark, just tell Siri your deepest feelings. She cares. She really does. She's here for you. And then we have Yonda over here saying, good morning, gang. Been a while watching live. Let's get all the dirty laundry out and confessions. These are not confessions.
She misses Vampire Diaries, One Tree Hill. Just watch the TV show with some drama. Yo, we're just having chats. So anyway, this is what I was the thing that I was talking about people just having this narrative in there. He went to like sounds like something Tom Cruise would say. Sounds like something Helen Ziller would say. Read this. Then he sent me an article about postpartum depression. I'm like, dog, are you actually going to engage in what I say? You're just going to ignore my status completely. And this is what annoys me, is that if I want to have a real conversation, I have to have it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of the fucking internet? It's just gonna be a place for games and bullshit. Because the real conversation I'm having now that I put on the internet, which I was worried about putting out because it's real, the first comment I get called names. So why?
But the internet is a form of escape. It's like television. When you watch Real Housewives, or you watch, it's an escape. It doesn't mean that it's really portraying what's happening in society. It's showing a part of it, right? I do think that what you see visually is sometimes inspired by what's happening in real life. But at the end of the day, as I said, this is on you. The onus is on you. If you want to talk about mental health properly and have like engaging intellectual conversations, do it in person. Yes, you can put it on Facebook and Twitter, but some people are not real, dog. They're bots out there. We have AI.
Okay, so
we have AI.
That's fine then. Then the internet is for entertainment purposes, and that's actually the point of my conversation.
It can be very informative. Ne? I don't want us to just be like, oh my gosh.
For me, I'll tell you the truth. I use the internet mostly for like inspirational stuff. Spiritual stuff, connecting to opening up your third eye, you know, this whole different dimensions. Why are you looking at me like that?
You sound like a chakra 1111. Yo, you're gonna tell me about we need to be in alignment, and I don't date scorpions or Scorpios because I'm an Aries or Virgos. You guys are so problematic.
I'm a chakra guy, dog. I'm a chakra guy. You need to be aligned.
You know what the danger is with that, bruh? Shikukuku. Now I see why your relationship ended. Dog. Let's like, come on.
My relationship ended because I'm a chakra guy.
Yes.
Chakra guys don't make it.
You've always been the red flag. That's the truth of the matter. I've just pulled a Dr. Hanan moment on you right now.
You figured me all out.
I figured you out, and I can tell you where the relationship went left. All right.
What
you started talking about manifestation at 11:11. That's what happened. Make a prayer, make a wish. 11:11.
She was like, "What happens at 11:12?"
Yo,
what happens, bro?
You're like, you need to open up your third eye, and she's like, I only have two, bro. Like, I see what happened there.
Nah, you do. You got vision. You got vision. But point is, on social media, I use it for a learning, and I think there is value in that. I mean, the way you use the internet is up to you. But I'm just saying, we need to become people again, individuals again, who are not afraid to say it how they really feel because they're afraid of judgment from society. Because now judgment from society is virtually execution. Mm-hmm. You are just a bad person for speaking the truth. And the problem with that is that that's how you get to a totalitarian state, when normal, regular people feel like they can't say the truth because they'll be ostracized by society. That's a fucking problem. And yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, we'll wrap up with this. Someone says, you need to learn to be alone without your phone, right?
100%.
I'm going to walk dogs in the forest, do something else with your hands when you're watching TV. I think you have to be disciplining yourself. Yeah, I kind of read that. I was like, do something else with your hands whilst watching TV.
Yo, what channels are you watching, bro?
You know, back in the day, ETV.
Emmanuel. Oh, of course.
After hours. After hours.
And then you always check. You always hear your mom coming out for the bathroom. Pretend you're sleeping again. Let's switch off the TV like you weren't watching it.
Yeah.
She probably knew.
Yeah, she
probably
knew.
watching on the other side also. I mean,
she's okay.
Moms are sexual beings. Your mom is a sexual being. That's how you're here.
Yeah, like, you know,
your mom fucks, bro. Did you know?
Okay, you didn't have to. Like, that's very graphic, dog. That's very, very graphic. You know,
does,
I didn't need that picture.
Does.
I didn't need that picture. All I was gonna say.
She's probably good too. You know what I'm saying?
There's a meme I saw that says our grandmothers were freaks,
yeah?
Because they had the couches covered in that plastic.
Yo.
And that could only mean one thing.
Hey, what's going down? Doesn't matter what liquids come out. Blood doesn't matter. It's going down.
All right. Okay, so I have another game for us, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
Since we are in the spirit of singing, you know, this whole morning you've just been like,
yeah, we in it. We Africanizing. You can stand under my umbrella, Ella, under my umbrella. We in it.
Okay, so I don't know if you know this game called Song Association.
Song association.
So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a word, and you literally have 10 seconds to sing a song that has that word in the lyric.
Oh, okay. Shit,
right?
That's interesting.
So we'll do a practice run, right?
All
So
right,
we'll do a practice run where I will say umbrella.
Okay.
And then you'll be like, under my umbrella.
Okay. Let's see if I got this.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. So but you have 10 seconds. I have a timer up in here. If you guys want to sing along.
Yeah.
You know.
Text one in so I have
help Mark out.
The answer. All right, let's do this.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you wanna do some vocal? So I'm gonna say the word and then I'm gonna start the timer.
All right.
All right, you good? And first word, brown.
Brown skin, you know I love your brown skin. All right. Got
Okay,
it.
that was really, really good.
Okay,
I
cool.
love it for you. Okay, next word, black.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I'm in a town when you see me, you know everything. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Okay.
All right, I'm out here.
2 for 2, okay? I'm going to give you 10 words. So
10 words, yo.
So
Let's see if we can get full marks.
Yeah, this is
full marks.
2 for 2.
Okay.
All right. Coffee.
Coffee in the morning. Coffee in the morning. Miguel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
3 for 3. Come on, undefeated champion. I'm talking too soon. Yes, this is our matric pass rate. If I get one more, I've passed matric. I need that. Julius is 1,000 rand for my 33%.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Water.
Water.
Let's go.
Water under the bridge.
Listen to
Set
the
fire
timer.
to the rain. No. Shit, what's water? I'm sure there's a wet ass pussy. No. That's not water, is it?
If you know a song that has the word water, please comment. Please comment, okay? So that
water.
You missed that one.
Hey,
Water.
damn it. Okay, I'm not getting Julius's 1,000 rand for matriculants. Well, we don't know yet. I still have a few questions. I'm getting this 33%.
Okay. 1, like the number 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody. All right. Yes, 1,000 rand from Julius Malema.
Okay. All right. Someone says Fear of the Water by, okay, I don't know how to say that. SMYL. Okay, that's a song that seems. That seems
Fear of the Water. Okay.
That's okay.
I think I'm still gonna think about this in the back of my head. And there's a song that I know with water in it. Surely.
Are you sure?
Surely.
Are you gonna?
I'm coming back.
Yourself?
Yeah, I'm gonna write supplementary exams. I'm coming back in February before everybody else.
Okay. Next word is hours. Come on, this is
season.
Hours.
30 hours. Hey, hater.
Okay, you got it just in time.
30 hours to you. They say you never saw this coming. Well, you're not alone. $1 million renovation to a happy home. My ex said she gave me the best years of her life. I saw a recent picture of her. I guess she was right. That's coming from my heart. Flowers.
Okay.
All right, so I'm at 5 out of 6, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Okay. Next word is worst.
Motherfuckers never loved us. Fucking never loved us. Yeah, you know now. Still on the strap J's like the toothbrush. Shit. Niggas still playing my own shit. Yes, because
you didn't say worst behavior though. You need to say
worst behavior. Oh, I thought I just had to sing the song. Okay,
no,
worst
but
behavior.
you had to sing the part where that had the
my
word.
worst. No, I said worst. Motherfucker, he says worst in it. He does say worst in it. Because I know this because you know the worst guys, my company, entertainment company that we run shows for. By the way, I'll plug myself later. Comedy shows at Molly Malone's every month. Got a special later. But anyway, the worst guys. This was like our theme song, not for the show that we used to do here, but for our lives because fuckers never loved us.
You've always been hurt, dog.
Motherfucker, yeah, dog. I'm out here. I'm healing. This is where it happens.
Okay.
This
is word number 8. Birthday.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride. Even if we only have to ride. Birthday sex. You said I must say that. Yeah. Birthday sex. Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Oh, wait. You also said it's your birthday.
Yeah, it's your birthday, so you know how to ride.
Okay, cool.
I had no business singing that song when I was in high school. I had no business.
Dude. But I couldn't wait for my birthday, even though I knew I wasn't getting laid. Old boys school, but on my birthday sex with myself. Ooh.
Okay.
Hey, that's the only way I was getting it in high school, unless my sexual orientation was going to change. It wasn't happening.
Okay, next word, go.
Go Power Rangers. Go Power Rangers.
Eminem says, go shawty, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday.
Of course Eminem says that.
That was number 8, right? This is word 9. You're doing very well, Mark.
Oh, wait, shout out. I'm enjoying this game.
You're doing way better than what I thought you would do.
Oh wait, I'm enjoying this game. I like being underestimated.
Yeah. I like this. Okay. Next word, radio.
Video kill the radio star. Video kill the radio star. That's a very old song. I don't know the rest of the lyrics, but I said radio and video killed it. But radio sucks anyway. So anyway, thank God for video. All right. Distinction. Come louder. Let's make me valedictorian here. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. No, it's 8. It's 8
no,
out
if
of
I
9.
get this one, it's 9 out of 10. And then I might.
I got you. Last word.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For the last word.
Yeah.
You need to give us like a nice bolt, like right. You know.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Hello.
I'll even wait 5 seconds.
You have 5. 4, 3, 2.
Hello. Is it me you're looking for? 9 out of 10, come louder. Not total 10 out of 10, but I'll take it. 9 out of 10 is worth a valedictorian.
You
badge.
did good. Someone says
Mark,
you can sing.
I can.
Mark is on the mark.
Yeah, boy. Mark is on the mark. Shout out, Rajesh.
I love it.
Rajesh and I need to go for a drink someday, man. This guy is a whole vibe. We talk about marriage because honestly, I want to learn. If this thing is worth it. Right now, no.
Okay.
Right now, no. And I think it might be a no for the rest of my life. Just because there's too much. There's too much fuckery. There's too much bullshit. There's too much that is not enjoyable about the situation. That is my only reason. But I'm sure if I went out for drinks with Rajesh, even though he needs a brother to help him out after 27 years, he can't tell me about the good things about marriage. I think companionship is cool, but I love myself. I'm my own best friend. I don't really need friends. I don't need anybody. So if I do it, she just has to be right. Otherwise, I'm certified lover boy. It's official. Certified. On my next comedy special, Pregnant Ladies. That's me. Why is side-eyeing me like that? Yo, guys, I just got a side eye that will take Simphiwe into another universe, bro.
But it's not about me. It really is not about me.
I don't think I would do it. She'd have to be Shashi Naidu, basically.
Sure.
Shashi Naidu. I'll marry you, Shashi, if you're listening. What up? Hit me up. But that's about it. No, I don't think I'm
wait. So I want to get your thoughts on this. So
Okay.
we all know Candice Mama. She is a regular on the show.
Yeah, I love Candice.
And she recently dropped a video that I'm like, yes, honey. So you know when I dropped the bombshell of women of leisure?
Okay.
Right? I think this is what I mean.
All right.
So
Okay, she's
This is
quite a
what she
woman
says
of
with a
legend.
heavy heart that I am letting you guys know that I am no longer going to be serving as the chairperson, the cheerleader, and the recruiter for the strong, independent woman who don't need no man club. I know this is disappointing to us all, but I'm no longer part of the bad bitch committee. I'm no longer catching flights and not feelings. I am actively in the process of starring role husband. I'm recruiting men, sending your CVs. It's a rigorous process, but I'm tired of carrying my groceries up alone and having physio appointments. I'm tired of reshuffling my couch and having to do it alone and throwing out my back. I am definitely here for the cuddles and the fragility of a relationship. And so if you want to join my new committee, it is open for business. But no, I'm tired. I'm no longer strong. I'm sorry, ladies. Someone else can take it from here.
Candice been a visionary. Been a visionary.
I am no longer strong.
You see, all those things that she was mentioning, she was talking about, like, yes, you can do all these things, ladies. We know. But why would you want to? We don't even want to do them. We do it for you. Literally. So why? Why?
Well, KB
But
over
shout
here
out.
says, I love me some Candice.
Yeah. Candice is dope. Candice, maybe send her an application, bruh. Stop chatting. She literally said the jobs are open. So you must actually just now prove yourself. Are you strong? Are you strong? Can you carry groceries upstairs, KB? That's what she wants. If you think you can fit the bill, send that DM, bruh.
Yeah, but you know, like dating has changed, right?
Yep.
It's definitely changed. And I feel like we're at that stage where like people have like a PDF for the talking stage. you know what I mean? People know what's
the rule on the talking stage? Are we exclusive in talking?
No.
Because
I can
I?
as the professional singleton up in here, okay? I'm
The
going for my
experienced
PhD
campaigner.
in this department. I can tell you with my chest.
Tell us,
I'm a
Dr.
do's
Simphiwe Singleton.
and don'ts in talking stages or being single. First and
Okay.
foremost, you guys are not exclusive in the talking stage.
Okay.
So I meet you, Mark. I see you. We start talking. It doesn't mean that I'm going to stop talking to the other gents that I've met. And it doesn't mean you're going to stop talking to the other girls that you've been talking to, right? All that means is that we're getting to know each other. I firmly believe a talking stage should not be longer than 3 months, which is 90 days.
I was going to say 2 weeks.
No, the thing is, we're busy, we have lives, but I'm saying that's the max, right?
Okay.
You cannot be in a talking stage that's longer than 3 months,
All right.
right? Because I believe after 2 weeks of talking,
You
push
should
it to a
know
month.
sort of relatively.
Push it to a month. You should know if you want to date this person and be exclusive with this person, right? That's just like what I believe in. And I think it's very important that you actually hang out with the person. Going back to, it mustn't just like I meet you, then we chatting all day, every day, because how people chat and how they are in real life is very different. So I push for dates. I'm like, let's go on a date. I know you, you know me, but I actually want to chill with you in person. It's from the date where I'm like, I've also gotten into the habit of having very hard conversations early on, right? Do you want to have kids? Do you believe in marriage?
What's your financial status?
What's your financial status?
What are your
what
goals?
does a relationship? What does a healthy relationship look like for you?
That's good.
You know, what's your relationship like with your parents? And if any of those things are shaky or I'm not happy, but I'm like, you know what? You're a great dude, but I'm out. So I'll share this, right? Last weekend I went on a date.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Is this winter blanket? Oh, never mind.
Nah,
but we're getting clues, guys.
right?
We're getting closer and closer.
This wasn't human blanket, right?
Okay.
And I
Howing.
basically, and what had happened was we had met like online.
Okay.
Right? We had met on the onlines and the chats were flowing and going, right? He video called me and I was like, oh, okay.
Online how? Sliding DMs, Tinder. Okay.
This is my story.
Okay.
And he video called me. I was like, okay, you actually, you look nice, right?
Okay.
And then we planned to go on a date a week later, right? Because that's when our schedules were aligning. He's like, he's gonna fetch me. I was like, perfect. I love it.
He has a car. That's a tick.
I'm like, no, but
Green
the fact
flag.
that he's like, I'm gonna fetch you. I was like, this is the biggest green flag ever. Man.
Yeah.
So it's the day of the date. Homeboy arrives an hour late. I'm already
I'm out there. Lateness.
I'm mad.
Get out of here. If you don't respect time, you don't respect anything.
Right.
That's the most valuable thing on the planet. Anyway.
I'm mad, right? But he pulls through. He fetches me. He's like, I'm so sorry. He had like some chocolates for me. And I'm like, okay.
What is the excuse? Was it good? Okay. I'm trying to get details.
But then I see him. I'm like, Clips. Yo, short king. Cut.
Short.
Like I'm short, guys. If you actually know, if those that know, I am very short. He was shorter than me. I was 5'2", being like, how's the air down there?
Guys, this is body shaming. This is body shaming.
Right? It's not body. It's not.
Okay.
Wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know what? I think I can overlook this. I get into the car, and homeboy, maybe because I was brought up by gangsters, he's right here by the steering wheel. Like he's like a centimeter away from the steering wheel. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I really, really can't do this. Like, you need to drive a bit gangster for me. You need to be a bit
You need
bad.
to be looking out your back window, not your driver's one, bro. Come on.
So the chats are going. We get to the restaurant, right? The chats are going. He's a cool dude. I'll give him that.
He has to be if he's short. Like, you got to do something, bro. You got to be a superstar comedian like Kevin Hart. Do something, bro. Okay.
The chats are going. They're flowing. Hey, the date's over. He drops me back off at home. And I'm like, thank you so much. And he drives back home. The next day, because I was just so traumatized. This is a bit traumatic for me. The next day, I send him a text. And I'm like, hey, because I could tell that this is not going to work. And I don't believe in wasting people's time. So I sent him a text and I said, hey, it was lovely meeting you, getting to know you the past few weeks. I just don't think we're compatible. And he was like, why? I was like, short distance. Long distance.
The distance between us is too far, dog. Like, it's a long distance relationship. When
Did
you write
homeboy not then send me like a poem of Shy compared to a summer's day? Keep up with Shakespearean. Like, did he not?
Maybe it's not you, but whoever that guy marries, shout out. You're going to get a man's. That's a man's.
Yeah,
he's
but
short, but he'll still come.
Yeah.
He's late, but he's there. You'll buy
But
your
all
roses.
I'm saying is that for me, in a very short period of time, I was able to say, I can't date you, I can't date you. Right. In a lot of the things we aligned, but I was just like, I can't overlook
these things.
Right?
Okay.
And I think that's what happens in the dating. It's like, I'm not going to throw away Mark Mdluli because I met Ryan. No, Ryan needs to still prove himself and you need to prove yourself. And if they say the date did go well and he was tall and he was all that in a bag of chips, I was going to be like, okay, you've answered the questions. Round 2. You know, how do we do when we just chill? How do we...
Okay. I was disagreeing with you until you made the point about he needs to prove himself.
Yeah.
Because I always thought talking phase is exclusive. Because in that talking phase, you've established some sort of emotional connection with each other, that there could be something here. And I think in order for it to be something, we have to cut out the competition. But now that you brought up the point of proving yourself, I think it's very necessary because throughout your relationship, there'll always be competition. So you just need to be the best candidate. We all just playing The Bachelor, actually. It's just not being screened on TV. So yeah. I agree with you.
Yes, and that's all I'm saying is that and that's why I have a time frame for it. It can't be longer than 90 days because you're telling me in 3 months.
Then you couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it, right? But I'm also like, some people, it's not going to take 2 weeks based off schedules. Like we are living real lives. People are busy and you only make time for what's important to you. And it's only in us constantly talking now and again that you avail your time. Like, okay, this week you're busy. I'm busy next week. We'll see each other in 3 weeks time. But what's happening in between? And if you like my vibe, we start seeing each other every other weekend. And then it's like, I've been seeing you a lot. Like I see you even during the week. Dog. Like let's make this
twice a week is the golden ratio. I think if you're dating somebody and you're not living with them, see them at least twice a week, and you really get a feel of what you guys are about. But this is also why I think it's important to meet people in person because on Tinder you see this and you're more nervous about meeting the person for the first time. But if you've met them already, and you're like, let me get your number, we'll start talking, you're more excited because you know what this person feels like, at least their energy. I think I'm a chakra guy. Don't forget, I'm a chakra guy. I believe in energies. I believe that feeling that we have when we first meet matters. And if I felt that already, I'm more likely to want to feel it again and hit you up
Can I
again,
just say
as
something?
opposed to being worried about who this person is because they're a stranger at the moment.
No, all I'm saying is it depends where you meet them. If you doing Banaba Strata things.
Hi, but where were you when you met them? You were at the same place. You can't judge people.
But
if you were in the same building, it
let me
means
tell
you're
you
the same.
something. If you're in the streets and you're properly for the streets, there's no quality out there. It's cold in the streets, right?
It is,
So
it
if you're
is, it
meeting,
is.
and I'm not saying every person that's at the club, right, is a douchebag, but I'm also saying don't be surprised if you get your heart broken because you met them at a club.
Okay. Go to libraries, guys. That's my new agenda. I'm just gonna go to libraries.
No, let me give you the
and
tip.
look for whoever's reading the books that I fucks with. I'm gonna say what's up.
No, let me
I'll
tell
meet you at the library.
If you're serious, this winter, if you're very serious.
Okay, I'm very serious.
If you're very, very this is just, I don't know why I'm giving the game up so easily.
Please
but
do. The guys need it.
It's winter, ne?
Okay.
And a lot of us have gas heaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. A single, if when you go to refill, you must go to where they refill the gas heater thing. If you see a hand there by herself, know that she's single. She's single.
She's not buying gas.
She's Miss Independent. No, she's buying gas.
She's not buying gas with a man's around.
No
way.
Because if I had a man, I'm sending him.
Exactly.
That thing is heavy.
It is.
Oh, that thing is.
Peep game, guys. Are you guys taking the story?
Go there to refill. If you see, there's a Mary there, there's a Betty over there that looks nice. She's on her own. Bruh, she is single. You can go for the hut. Then also she's
somewhat independent. She knows how to handle herself, because there is that aspect as well. I don't want you to be a nothing. You can't be a non-contributor waiting until I get you pregnant. Like, if you can go and get gas on your own, girl, I'm there, and then I'll carry the gas. But knowing that you can do it yourself is also good. But I feel you. Thanks for the peep game, guys. We're giving tips. We're giving tips.
I'm giving great tips on places to spot.
Okay, let's actually. Where else?
People.
Where else? The gym, is the gym a good or a bad place?
Apparently so.
Good.
I will say so. I started gym this year, but I have a gym partner, and we're just in our own bubble. We were like, we're here to work out, but because we go there often now, you start noticing faces and whatnot, and then because of equipment, because we were like, yo, what's the shandies, right? Like sometimes the guys are much more eager to help, right? Or much more friendly. Yeah. So what's happened now is that we've made some gym friends, mostly guys.
Okay.
It's mostly guys. And you can check now, like some of the guys on how they talk. It's like, if you see the wedding band, he's taken, some of them, if they just with the bros and they just talking, you're like, maybe you're single, right? Like,
for me, the gym has always felt like a sober club. It's like,
no, it's vulnerable.
Yeah, it's like the same people you'll find at Tiger the night before are in the gym the next day, pumping out all the caramel vodka, and like it's just that energy. It's like even the music, it's like yeah, and then there's the mirrors. I don't know. It feels very.
But it's also vulnerable because you pushing there and you just.
And then you just need a guy to help you push it up to spot for you. Okay, so the gym is good. Okay, so I've got libraries. You've given me gas canister place and the gym. All right, those are three good ones.
I'm also old school. A good old bride, bruh. Like
that's wholesome.
Like,
that's wholesome.
You invite your people. I invite my people. There's people around. Let's just have a jolly good time. A bride, guys.
All about it. Let's have more brides, even in winter. Let's do it.
Yeah, like I'm for it. Winter brides are dope. Let me tell you why.
Why? I've never heard this before. Okay, winter brides are dope.
No, they're dope. It depends what kind of, like, you guys need to have what those. The fire thing.
The gas one.
No, not the gas one.
Like a wood.
A wood fire thing.
Yes.
Like, what do they call
it? A fireplace. A boma.
Yeah. If you guys have that, that's even better. Because what happens is that people circle around that thing.
Yeah.
And then you guys get blankets because it's cold. And then what happens? You start cuddling with someone that you think is cute.
Yeah.
And then before that.
Do you need another drink? I'll go get it.
And then they mix in your drink that tastes like cheese.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. Damn.
Okay, and what about weddings? Weddings, I think, are a good one.
No.
Weddings.
No. I went to a wedding, and let me tell you something. Everybody's taken at a wedding. Everybody. I'm so mad.
That's so true.
I'm actually hurt. Like, weddings used to be the plug. Now they're not. They just remind me how single I am and that I don't have matching outfits with somebody's son. That's it.
Ooh, okay.
That's it.
Weddings are not it. All right, we'll take that.
Parallel parking is, aren't we supposed to be in successful relationships for some time before we give relationship advice? Yo!
Can we not talk? Who's parallel parking? Can you parallel park? You're just judging us. We're trying to figure this out. We're all human beings, and we've had successful relationships that have failed too. So relax yourself, parallel parking. Hi, boo.
I felt that one.
You know, parallel parking must relax. Can we not try? Can we not figure this out? We want to be successful at some point. We need to discuss how. Parallel parking.
But you know what? What about funerals? Guys, there was a pastor, I think. He proposed to the widow.
Huh?
At the funeral.
No ways.
Yes. True story.
You guys are
busy, like, the coffin is going down. This guy went down on one knee and he was
what
like,
are you doing after this?
No, he went down on one knee and he was like, will you be my wife? To the widow.
What did she say?
I don't know.
We need to find that answer out. What did she say? Because maybe they were having a whole thing and then they couldn't wait. He literally couldn't wait. He's like, you know what, babes? I can't wait any longer.
Oh, guys. Yeah, Matt over here is saying, and what about the churches, guys? My aunts do that. No.
Churches are worse than clubs. The baddest people are in church, bro, because they're going to repent. I'm telling you.
No, it's not about... No, let me tell you, I'm a church girl. And let me tell you, the worst place to meet a guy is actually at church.
Dude.
Especially if he's part of the band. Because those guys are the biggest players. He is going to dribble you like no other. And using scripture.
Come worship God with me, baby.
Yes, like it's not good for man to be alone. He's going to use the word of God to shallow you.
When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing.
Thank you very much.
Bars.
But let me tell you something. He's every week there's new stalker coming into the church, and he has to be the friendly brother that kind of introduces them to the word of God, and they need to have their own cell group.
They feel saved. Now the ladies feel saved. No, I see that game. I think I should join a church band.
Yeah, my lord. No, doesn't work.
I think I should join a church band, yo. But I agree. I don't think churches are a place to find love, man. Yo, I really don't. Every church hand I've met is bad. Like bad.
No, don't say that. We love praising the Lord.
Listen,
you know, but I go to a black church.
Under my umbrella, Ella.
But our fave here, Rich, is like, you guys are so off. My friend who works at the mortuary says it's the best place. Consent isn't an issue.
It's still illegal though, bro. Like, I don't want to do illegal stuff. And never mind, it's illegal. It's a dead person, bro.
You're nasty.
That is way too much. That is way too much.
Nasty.
I don't even know how people do that. There's so many crazy things that I can't believe human beings have the capacity to do. Cannibalism. Nasty. Imagine chopping somebody and putting them in a soup.
Nasty.
Like, I don't know. Human beings are some crazy things.
I'd like to quickly vent, just like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Give me 30 seconds, guys. So there's something that I saw on Instagram, right? And I'm going to read it to you guys, right? And I was in my feels about this post. I don't know how I know how I feel about it. That's why I'm having this vent.
Okay.
Because it personal end up. It personal like
I was trying
like
again.
It's a lot.
I'm keen.
So a psychologist warns it's a major red flag if you relax by enjoying true crime stories.
Yes, I agree. And I don't know what's up with you guys and these true crime things.
Let me read the thing. Because even you,
people are
now,
just
now
speaking
you
my
my
language
nerves.
today.
You're just like, what the hell is that?
People are on my vibe today. They know what I'm saying. Candice, shout out to you.
If you are a fan of like the Dharma series on Netflix, or watching like Law and Order and all those true crime stories, then we have some bad news for you. A mental health expert has warned that those who listen to or watch episodes of true crime shows to unwind might be seriously disturbed. Imagine that. Okay. Imagine that they're telling us. She said, if your idea of relaxing before you go to sleep is to watch 3 episodes of Law and Order, then I would encourage you to think about, why is trauma relaxing to me? She goes on to say other things.
No, this let the
I'm
one
just
sit.
going to
This
leave
let the one
that.
sit. Why is trauma relaxing to you? I couldn't agree more. Like both my exes actually always used to do that. And I used to be so upset, and I didn't understand why. I was like, guys, you find it entertaining how people go out and kill others. And then she was like, yeah, I want to understand the mind of somebody who does that. Why? Why do you need to understand that so you know how to do it? Why do you need to, you know, it's a psychotic thing. You know, he's socially inept. You know these facts by virtue of killing somebody. There's no good reason. There's no good reason except for self-defense. So you're watching it because you actually like it. You understand him already. It's not that you want to understand. You actually already do. And that's where the problem comes in. Y'all want to kill us.
No.
Yeah, you guys do.
No.
For real.
No.
You want to know how to do it properly.
First and foremost, okay, let me tell you. You enjoy action. You enjoy being lied to. You know, when Vin Diesel is picking up a car on Fast and the Furious. All right. You enjoy love, soapy.
But it's not real. It's not real.
What? Keep quiet. This is me talking. Right.
You guys are doing that.
You guys watch like ridiculous, scary stuff, scary movies, and no one says anything. No one judges you, right? But the minute I'm like, I just want to know how to protect thyself and leave DNA evidence if anything had to go wrong with me. If I was kidnapped right now, I'd know how to make sure you guys find my body because of true crime stories.
Okay, that is a valuable point.
I'm not done, sir. All right.
Valuable point.
The truth of the matter is, it is a very dangerous world out there for women.
Yeah.
All right. And all I want to do is protect myself, okay, and know what is out there. What could you possibly do to me, right? And how could I possibly, protect myself
or find a way out of this scenario?
In various cases, be it kidnapping, be it rape, be it like you trying to murder me, I will then also say, don't mess with me, okay? Because I watch those things.
I watched the shit, dog. So I saw your brother do this last week.
I might make your murder
MO
look like an accident.
All right.
That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
So
as well.
that is a very valuable point, because the world is dangerous for women more so than men. Not that it's not dangerous for men, but I do think there is stuff that you can pick up, like leave evidence, scratch some shit, or whatever. I've watched a few of them, but also at the same time, I don't think it's necessary. There's a joke from a comedian that I really like, and he says the reason why women are more inclined to watch it, and it's just genuinely a joke, is that because you guys have been accustomed to death since like 15 years old, even younger for most women. The first time you get your period, it's like, shit, how do I get this blood out of this panty? So it's like the idea of death, abortions as well. You guys are much closer to doing that thing than men are without actively going out there. So women hold a lot of power in the sense that they decide about life. They give life and they can take it away if they want. So I think there's that thing internally where you want to know how to do it properly.
Partially.
Yeah. I'm on this, guys. I read books.
Partially. But I really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't get why it's such a disturbing thing. It's just another genre out there. I look at people that watch scary movies for fun. Like,
I also
what's
don't fuck
wrong
with
with
scary
you?
movies. Yes, that's exactly
What's
the
wrong
point.
with you?
Why would you want to incite fear in yourself? This is the worst emotion there is. So you intentionally inciting that. The horror movie people will say is so you can get used to fear, so you're not afraid anymore, whatever. But why put that shit in your brain? Why does it have to be there? And also with the true crime, I'm like, why?
No, because you see, here's the difference. With true crime, this thing could happen tomorrow. Like, really. I could walk out my place, a guy could say hi or whatever, or I could just be kidnapped, or this could actually, it's not so far-fetched, right?
Okay.
And I think the truth of the matter is that a lot of women have experienced a lot of those situations. It just didn't end like that. Like we've kind of all experienced, like maybe walking down the street and you see two guys and you're like, I already feel unsafe.
Yeah.
So and then you see the actual story on the news where a lady was walking down the street and then she got raped. You're like, that could have been me.
Yeah.
That actually could, like, because I was in that situation.
Yeah,
it's not a far-fetched thing.
Thank God for true crime.
you know what I mean? You know,
but it is a phenomenon. Like, but I don't know why it's of late that I've seen it more than in the past. It's like literally the last 5 years or so. It's come up, and it's a major thing. I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I won't watch it. If you guys find it entertaining, that's all good. Well, but I'm just saying you're attracting that energy.
No, you're not. Well, Parallel Parking says if he or she likes true crime stories, it means your relationship will become a soft crime story. And with that, we have our favorite car motoring expert, the one, the only, George Mienie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, George?
Good. How's it going today? I've been listening to the show on and off for the last hour and a half, say. So, sometimes when you listen on and off, you have to kind of catch up. What are they talking about? But
this conversation has gone so many places.
I do want to get your thoughts quickly on people that watch true crime. Do you think it's a bit red flaggy? Do you think it's a bit of a problem?
I don't watch true crime myself. I'm a sci-fi person, but sometimes I worry with the depth at which people know how to kill other people and to hide.
Simphiwe knows. She knows some stuff. At least I know if I'm in trouble, if I do something, I'm coming to Simphiwe. Simphiwe, I did something bad.
You live in South Africa,
can you help me?
The best country to do that shit. I'm not saying anything. George, do you have any motoring news for us before we
can reveal secrets here? Hey, we know who AKA's murderer is. She's sitting in this building right now.
Before Simphiwe tells us her secrets.
Yes.
Which navigation app do you use? Waze or Google Maps or Apple Maps?
Can I tell you, I used to be a Google Maps girl, and then Waze showed me that it is the Beyonce of the group because it even tells me about the potholes.
The potholes and the popo. But I think Maps is more accurate.
Okay.
I've used both and I like both, to be honest. I think they're both relatively good.
Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean, personally, this is just a personal opinion. I don't like Waze. I think it's a little bit too gamified, for me, a map needs to be a map.
Yeah. Give
you some information on the side, but there's too much going on the streets of Waze.
Yeah, pigs, and it's like I'm playing a game.
Yes, it's too gamified in my opinion. So, but that's just my personal opinion. But let me give you the real story of what's happening to Waze, because it may not last as long as we might think it may last in the future. So Waze is obviously a Google product. It's not a Google product. It was acquired by Google in 2013. The deal was done for $1.3 billion US. I mean, just imagine that number, $1.3 billion US dollars. Google left Waze alone. Waze operated with its own CEO and as its own division for as long as they've had Waze as a product. They didn't integrate it into Google, although I'm pretty sure a lot of the features of Google and Waze kind of, creep into each other. But Waze has got 500 employees and they operate as an Israeli company, and they're on their own. They do their own thing. Google is changing that. So the CEO is leaving Waze, and Waze is being integrated into Google Maps. Not the product, the team is being integrated, or reporting to, should I say, the vice president in Google. So is this the start of the beginning of the end of Waze? Because if you look at their numbers, back when they were acquired, they had 130 million users on Waze. Sure. Okay. They've now got 151 million users on Waze, which are diehard Simphiwe fans. They use Waze because it's gamified and there's lots of, pigs and whatever on the road. But hear this. Google Maps has 1 billion users.
Wow.
1 billion users. So Waze is a paltry 15% of the user base of Google Maps.
It's tickets. That's
why would Google keep this product running? I mean, surely it's just a cost. Surely.
It sounds like the head of Google had a cousin who had a great business idea. And he's like, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. But yeah, I can't believe the difference in numbers. That's stark.
I think they're gonna.
Yeah, just
so it's
come
gonna be
back home.
Slow, painful death, but it's tickets.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, George. There's way too much going on in that app. I feel like I'm playing Angry Birds.
Yeah, the Angry Birds. I mean, I never played Angry Birds, but I saw people playing Angry Birds.
It looks like that.
Too many tabs open there. There's too many tabs open there.
I mean, I think on the app you can see other people that are online with you.
No ways.
I think so.
Yeah, but why? Why do you want to see that?
Well, why is your Waze a social media now? You're going to start telling stories, texting and driving.
I just want the bloody thing to tell me where to go. I'm not interested in the road.
Yeah, the pun of the day, I think, has to go to Rajesh. No ways, dude.
That's a good one, Rajesh. You're back. Rajesh is back in the game. Yeah, no.
So in conclusion, Google doesn't have any direct plans to shut Waze down. So there's no speak of shutting Waze down. But if you look at these moves, surely that tells me that there's going to be some sort of merger at some point in one map platform for Google. But potentially, that's just my personal deduction from the story.
Just a question with regards to Waze. Does it show you the traffic the next day? Like, I know one thing about Google Maps is that you can put in your location for the next day, the time that you need to be there, and it'll tell you the time that you need to leave in order to make it on time.
I'm very, I live on the edge though. Okay? Like the only time I open up like Waze is to check how long is this going to take, or if I'm already in traffic, how do I get out of it? I'm one of those, I wake up and let's drive. Let's go.
I think Google Maps is a better app anyway.
Yeah, it does what as they say in business, it does what it says on the tin, and no more or no less.
Yeah,
it's a can of baked beans, and there's baked beans inside, not some piglets on the road.
All right. Anything else, first, George?
So the world is by and large most. Let me put it this way: by and large, most countries don't have as many cars as there are people. It goes without saying. There's a distribution curve in terms of the rich and the poor, and those who can afford and those who can't afford a car. All right, and then in some cases, some people don't want a car; they want an Uber or whatever the case may be. But there is one country who has more cars than people.
What?
And it is the 5th richest country in the world. Okay, so to put this in perspective, the United States has 0.87 cars per capita, per person. Right, so there's about 2/3 of the population have cars. This country is San Marino. It's a little country, and it has 1.6 cars per person. So more than one car.
Most people are rolling with 2 cars out there, basically.
Exactly. Right. And that does not include children.
What cars are they driving? just what cars are they driving? Do we know? Is it Porsches? I might want to move there.
Simphiwe is canvassing. She says she needs a holiday. Maybe San Marino?
Maybe.
In San Marino is one of the wealthiest countries in the world with a high GDP per capita, and its wealth enables residents to afford multiple cars. It's not uncommon in San Marino to see luxury cars like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Maserati, Porsche, BMW, and Mercedes-Benz in driveways.
There you go.
If you guys don't see me on the show next week, no way.
San Marino. We won't have to guess like with Gareth. We'll know. Simphiwe is in San Marino, guys. She won't be here for another week. In fact, if it goes well, she's never coming back.
And then I thought I'd leave you with one inspiration, or should I say education. And that is, what is the difference between torque and horsepower? Do you know?
If I were to guess, actually, I always thought they were the same thing. I always Newton meters of torque and horsepower. Are they not what is the difference there? Newton meters.
Well, the Newton meter is just a measure of torque. It's just a measure like watts or
I'm just trying to relate that to the horsepower. I can't tell you. Maybe the actual physical material.
Okay, so let me tell you.
I was gonna guess quickly.
Okay, wait. She wants to guess.
Don't judge me. But I don't know which is which. But I'm presuming, when they do the thing with their cars, right? That's. I think that's
horsepower.
Yeah, I think that's the horsepower. That's rupa moments. I think that's yes,
the horsepower is a rupa.
I think that's just noise. I don't know. Yeah, I think the term for that is just noise. So torque, and I'm going to relate it to a bicycle. So torque is the pressure that you put on the bicycle pedal. Is that how much force you can put on the bicycle pedal? That's torque.
All right.
Okay.
That's why electric cars have an incredible amount of torque, because they've got direct drive onto the wheels. Whereas horsepower is the ability to accelerate. So for instance, if you were riding your bicycle and you were doing, say, 10 kilometers an hour and you wanted to do 15, at the same resistance of the pedal, you need more power.
Okay. So the horsepower would relate to 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. You'd want a lot more horsepower there. Well,
a lot more horsepower. In order to get off the line really quickly, you want more torque.
100%. This sounds like car wow right here.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, George, for that. I've learned a thing or two now. I know the difference between
torque and horsepower.
Yes.
I always thought they were the same thing. They were just given new names. Our age. You don't get shell shock. You get PTSD. You don't die. You pass away.
It's not ancestors. It's underground gang. But thank you so much, George. You can catch the AutoTrader podcast every Monday at 9 o'clock on cliffcentral.com or wherever you get your podcast, Apple, Spotify. Do the things to be done. And then, of course, we have Mark Mdluli. He said he's going to tell us about
my shows. Okay, I've got a show on the 10th of August at the Gatsby's live in Midrand. It's going to be epic. It's a one-man special. Come through with all your friends. And then, if you're looking for me to do comedy, find me at Molly Malone's also on the 10th of August. I'm doubling up. I'm a man like that. The 12th of October, the 9th of September. The 9th of November, rather. 12th of October, 9th of November. That's where you can catch me. And then otherwise, I'll just be doing open mics all around. But it's been good to be here. 10th of August, Gatsby's Live, my one-man show. It's going to be called What Can I Say?
Awesome
stuff.
And good news.
Is sorry, some viewers. So one thing about Mark is he doesn't try to be funny. He is funny.
Yeah.
I love that, George. That's the best compliment I could ever get. Thank you.
Yeah. And good news is that Gareth Cliff will be back, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they and them. Don't worry. He is going to be in the building and he'll answer all the questions you have for him. Until then, I'll see you on the flip side of life. Love you lots like jelly tarts. And remember, it's not love. It's winter.
Thank you very much, Sophia. This was awesome. Peace.
Peace.
Good job.